Shanna here. Welcome back to my channel, all about finding joy while learning to live well with autoimmunity. I am so glad to have you here. So today I'm going to be answering one of the questions I get asked most often, and that is how much should I be eating on the autoimmune protocol, on the AIP? And I remember when I started the AIP years ago, I remember having those same thoughts, like, I don't know how much I should be eating, and the way I was eating was, just changed so much. And so I hope this video helps you to kind of know some things to keep in mind when designing your AIP meal, and so you kind of have a starting off point. All right, so for those of you brand new to the autoimmune protocol, if you just stumbled upon this video and you're not sure what it is, what I'm talking about, the autoimmune protocol is also known as AIP, and it is a nutrition and lifestyle protocol specifically designed to help lower inflammation, to help minimize autoimmune symptoms, to improve gut health, to help balance hormones, to reduce toxic load, to maximize immune health, and more. So the nutrition side of the autoimmune protocol includes 3 phases. It includes the elimination phase, the reintroduction phase, and the maintenance phase. And if you have any questions on those, or if you want more information about any of the phases, I do have videos and articles about each phase, and I will link those below. And then as far as the nutrition side, there's actually also a lifestyle side. So many people, when they start the AIP, they're like, yeah, I'm doing AIP, and they're just focusing on the food side of it. Meanwhile, they are stressed out, and their sleep is off, and they're using all kinds of toxic products and all these things that make a difference. So just a heads up that the lifestyle side of the AIP, the autoimmune protocol, is just as important, if not more important, than the nutrition piece. And I do have AIP lifestyle videos and resources for you. I will link some of those below as well. Alrighty, so before I jump into AIP Meal Basics and how much food to eat on the AIP, first, I just have to talk about the importance of bio-individuality and understanding bio-individuality when it comes to the autoimmune protocol. So what is bio-individuality? Bio-individuality is just a fancy way of saying we are all different. So my nutrition and lifestyle needs are going to look different than your nutrition and lifestyle needs, and that's totally okay. The autoimmune protocol is not like a one-size-fits-all healing protocol that's going to look the same in all of us. It's a wonderful starting point for us, but it's really important to understand to not compare our journey to somebody else's, and whether we're talking about autoimmunity. So as an example, when you think about Hashimoto's, which is what I have, Hashimoto's can look so differently in different people, right? Each of us have a different root cause. Most of us have a different root cause of Hashimoto's and autoimmunity, and so our healing journeys are also going to look differently. So it's a great starting off point and a great template, but I can't emphasize enough the importance of learning to listen to your body, of learning to recognize patterns, like when you eat this, you don't feel as well, or when you eat too much of this thing, you don't feel as well, or maybe you're not eating enough food. The same thing applies to AIP lifestyle, right? Each of us needs a different amount of optimal sleep, depending on our needs and the healing process and so on. So my whole point is, I am going to share some AIP Meal Basics, some things to keep in mind, some portion size information, but please understand that I'm a big believer in bio-individuality, so please understand the importance of learning to listen to your body and not following the AIP as if we're like a robot, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and jump in. So AIP Basics. So keeping in mind the importance of bio-individuality, there are some general guidelines I like to offer when talking about the AIP. First one is eating 3 meals a day, a breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and making sure each of those meals contain a protein, healthy fat, and carbs in the form of veggies. And we'll talk about ratios in just a minute. But the reason why a protein, healthy fat, and carbs in the form of veggies at every meal is that's really gonna help a number of things, but one of the things is it's going to help in time to balance energy levels, so that hopefully that helps with healthy blood sugar regulations, and it helps to avoid those energy, highs and lows. It kind of stabilizes that energy. That's just one of the reasons. As far as snacking, so if you're like, Shanna, I am so hungry, I need snacks, meet yourself where you are for sure. If you do have a snack, I encourage you to have a protein snack. My favorite AIP protein snack personally are Chomp's grass-fed beef sticks. The Italian one is AIP and the sea salt one is AIP. I'll put links to those if you're interested. I love those. I keep one in my car, in my purse, because there are times when I'm out and about, something goes longer, and I just need something to hold me over until the next meal. So that's totally fine. Okay, so as far as AIP snacks, just keep in mind to make sure that you are getting a protein and a healthy fat in that snack, and that's gonna, again, help with those energy levels as well. So if you find yourself consistently needing AIP snacks, I highly recommend starting to play around with your macronutrient ratio. So try increasing healthy fats. That's oftentimes I see people not eating enough healthy fats. So increasing healthy fats can really help with a number of things, including energy levels and helping you stay full for longer. The other thing that you can try is increasing protein and see how you feel, and just kind of like increase, one of those at a time and see how you're feeling. You can increase both of those. The other thing that you can try is seeing how you feel when you eat more starchy vegetables like sweet potato, butternut squash, spaghetti squash, things like that. Some people feel really great when they have like those starchy carbs in the form of veggies every day, and other people are like, no, I don't feel as great when I have sweet potatoes. So again, everybody is different. Listen to your body, notice patterns. The other general guideline I like to offer is to try to put at least 12 hours in between dinner and breakfast the next day. And that's going to give your digestive system a chance to rest, to reset. It's going to help your body use cellular energy and resources for the healing and detox process as we sleep as well. So highly recommend that if possible. If you're like Shanna, I get hungry at night, again, try to increase the amount of food that you're eating at your meals. And if you still are like waking up hungry, another thing that you can try is having a cup of like AIP tea. I love like a chamomile tea or a chamomile lavender tea, and you can put some MCT oil in that. If you are not used to eating a lot of healthy fats and you go from eating like none to eating a lot, it can be really hard on the digestive system. Also, if you do not have a gallbladder, you're gonna wanna work with a practitioner and get a recommendation for a supplement that's gonna help you digest those healthy fats. Again, what we eat is incredibly important. It's also important to absorb what we eat. And then also keep in mind that breakfast doesn't have to look like breakfast, right? So still make sure you're getting the protein, healthy fat, and carb in the form of veggies at breakfast. AIP breakfast smoothie is an easy way to do that. AIP hashes are easy way to do that. I have videos on how to make both. I will link those below as well. Okay, so next let's talk about how much food to eat on the Autoimmune protocol as far as portion sizes. So let's start with protein. And again, these are general guidelines just to give you a starting point. Pay attention to how you feel. So as far as protein, a general guideline is the size of your palm. As far as vegetables, a general guideline is at least 50% of your plate. So just keep in mind the importance of variety, of including a variety of vegetables, of colors, trying to eat the rainbow, not in Skittles, in vegetables, trying to eat a variety of meats. Okay, so as far as healthy fats, make sure that you are, again, including healthy fats at every meal. A lot of people don't understand the importance of healthy fats. They're incredibly important for a number of roles in our body, including, cellular health and the healing process. And so including healthy fats can look as simple as getting it in the meat that you're eating. If you're having, grass-fed and finished beef, if you're having wild-caught fatty fish, if you are cooking with AIP healthy fats, if you are roasting vegetables in them, sauteing vegetables in them, using them in an AIP salad dressing. I like to just throw some olive oil and some balsamic vinegar on my salads, but there's a lot of AIP salad dressing recipes you can do too. Just making sure that you are getting those healthy fats in at every meal. And then again, knowing that if your energy is off, and this can be one of those things that's really hard in the beginning. If you're starting AIP and you're not feeling well, you're like, well, Shanna, I can't tell what I need because I just don't feel good. You may just need to adjust to the AIP for a couple weeks, and then once you start seeing those improvements, you'll be able to start telling when you need to adjust macronutrient. If you need any help at all, I do offer one-on-one coaching, and I can help you, by taking a look at, your food journals and helping you customize AIP according to your needs. The other thing that you want to try to include when you are on the Autoimmune protocol is things like healing foods like bone broth. So you could use bone broth in like a homemade soup. I love making homemade bone broth. It is inexpensive, it is easy to make, and it I just love having it on hand for like roast or soups or stews or anything at all. I don't really like drinking it plain. Some people do, and that's awesome. You can also buy AIP bone broth. Bonafide Provisions is my favorite. It is in the freezer section at most Walmarts and also at Whole Foods and other like health food stores too. Just a note on bone broth, notice how you feel. If you're not feeling well after having it, just back off of it, like eliminate it and see how you are doing. Some people may have a histamine intolerance and not be able to tolerate it yet. The other food that is great to include on the AIP are fermented foods like sauerkraut. If you are buying store-bought, just make sure that you are checking the ingredients for other non-AIP ingredients. So bone broth and fermented veggies can be really, really healing for our gut. They can really help with a healthy gut microbiome. The other thing I recommend to include if you are on AIP is organ meats. And if you're just like, no way, Shanna, I'm not touching those, I'm not making them, I want nothing to do with them, no worries. You can still get the benefits of organ meat through organ meat supplements. The two of my favorite brands of organ meat supplements are Paleo Valley and Ancestral Supplements. I take Ancestral Supplements. So, and they have different complexes. So just a heads up on that. All right, you guys, so that is it. Please let me know if you have any questions at all. I am happy to answer them. Please know I am sending you so much love and support. Living with autoimmunity is not easy. Finding joy while learning to live well with autoimmunity, it takes time, it takes patience. It's a process. Keep in mind that it's not a perfect process. It takes time to learn. It takes time to figure everything out, and it's worth it. It's worth making this investment in your health and your future. Find your why, stick to it. If you feel like I can't do this, find a reason to do it, whether it's your kids or a dream vacation. What is it that is going to get you through on the hard days when you feel like this is too hard? It's okay to feel like that, and there is a way through it. Sending you a lot of love and support. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment. I love to connect with you. Let me know about your AIP journey, about your autoimmune journey, and yeah, feel free to reach out anytime. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I post new videos every week. Lots of love and support. Have a wonderful week, you guys.